Very good morning, students. Today's topic is the patterns of population change. We started to study about population, and we have seen the different aspects of population change and other things. So now we are going to see patterns of population change. Rates of population growth vary across the world. We have seen that one. Although the world total population is rising rapidly, not all countries are experiencing this growth. In all countries, we can't see the same development of population or growth of population. Some countries like Kenya have high population growth rate. They had both high birth rates and death rates. Please underline Kenya, which countries having high population growth, that is in Kenya, one of the country. And in that country they are having both high birth rate as well as death rate. But now with improving healthcare, death rate has fallen, but the birth rate still remain high, leading to the high growth rate. In which country? Kenya. Not only Kenya, some other countries are there. We are taken one of the example, Kenya. The other countries like United Kingdom, population growth is slowing because of both low death rate and low birth rate. Another one country's example we are taking UK. In UK, what is happening? Death rate it is very low, as well as birth rate also it is low. So the population growth is very slow. So it is given the figure 6.5. The differing rates of the population growth, it is given the indicators given here. Blue color very high, 3% and more growth rate. Then next one 2 to 2.9 growth rate, that is given in pink color. Then light yellow color, it is given moderate, 1 to 1.9 growth rate. Then yellow color it is given low growth rate, and white color it is given 0 or decreased growth rate. Okay, let us start with our own country. Our country it is coming with a yellowish color, third group, the average growth rate we can see. The African countries, many countries having the higher growth rate, and we can see the European countries, many countries their population it is decreasing and not at all growing, or it is lesser, not even single child is coming, but the birth rate is more. And now present situation it is entirely different because of this what we can say pandemic situation. The death rate is more, and because of this corona itself, those who died due to corona, that is 15 lakh already over. And patients of corona affected people, means corona infection received, means it was there in body or now present it is there, like that total it is going to reach 2 crore. So that is the situation in the world, and because of that one this number may be little bit vary when we are taking the new rates, number of death and birth, like that things. Okay, that is different situation. What we are discussing, that is the common situation. Okay, then we are moving to next one, population composition. We said about when we discussed the population, in that age, then sex, occupation, everything it is included. So we are going to see what all things included in the population composition. How crowded a country is has little to do with the level of economical development. For example, both Bangladesh and Japan are very densely populated, but Japan far more economically developed than Bangladesh. When we are taking the density of population, Bangladesh and Japan, they are densely density is more, and the total number of the people also more, but the growth, the development of the country, Japan in the time of Second World War itself, or in the end of the First World War itself, it become a powerful country as well as developed country. And still Bangladesh, it is not at all reached in that level, but better than India, that is the condition. Then to understand the role of the people as a resource, very important, that we want to study in 9th standard as well as in 10th standard, it will come the human being as a resource, human resource or resource and development, like that in many way. In economics, in geography, we want to study this concept again in detailed way. We need to know more about their qualities. So when we are thinking about a human being as a resource, what we are going to think? Their qualities, their instead of quantity, we want to know about their quality, their abilities, their skills, their talents. People vary greatly in their age, sex, literacy level, birth condition, occupation, and income level. It is essential to understand these characteristics of the people, and the population composition refers to the structure of the population. So, underline, people vary greatly in their age, sex, literacy level, and health condition, occupation, and income level. Why we want to understand? According to that, the people as a resource, it is varying. Then last sentence, please underline, population composition refers to the structure of the population. How many youth are there? How many what is the percentage of all the people in the total population? How many students, those who are studying in college level? What is the percentage of the small kids? Or what is the percentage of disabled person? If you are looking to Japan, again, it is one of the developed country in the world, but the disabled people, especially because of the atom bomb attack of America after that in 1945 onwards, up to now, even though 70 years completed, still they are getting the handicapped children in the time of birth itself. And many people, if you are watching some of the inspirational movies or the films or the YouTubes, we can see many people, they are from Japan with a handicap, they become popular or they become successful in their life. So all these things we want to think. Okay, structure of the population. The next one, the composition of the population help us to know how many are males or female, which age group they belong to, how educated they are, what type of occupation they are employed in, what their income level, health condition, etc. In population composition, we will come to know percentage of the male and female, age group, means the youth, how what is the percentage of the youth and adult or senior citizen or the children, like the details we will get. Their education level, types of occupation, they are self-employed or working under any firm like that, and what is their income from employment, how much they are getting, or then what is their health condition, are they having any severe sickness or the mild sickness, like that details we will get it. Please underline all the sentence. Okay, an interesting way of studying the population composition of a country is by looking the population pyramid. It is called age sex pyramid. We are making a pyramid. We can see here one pyramid, population pyramid. It is given in the textbook. It is given pyramid. So we are making in the form of pyramid to study things very easily, especially age and sex pyramid we are making to understand. Then a population pyramid shows, here given a population pyramid 6.6, the total population divided into various age group, example 5 to 9 years, 10 to 14 years, like that. We can see here in the pyramid, if you are looking age group of the people, here age group 0 to 4, 5 to 9, like that it is divided. It is reaching 60 to 64 and up to 85 years. Then next one, here in this side it is given percentage, what is the percentage of the population, and again in the this one it is shown, blue color shows male and this red color shows female. So now we can understand from this, the total number of children, it is 9% of male and 8.5% that is female. Here it is 9%, and here also we can consider it is not 9, 8.5 only. The next one 5 to 9, that is below 8%, 7.5%, and here it is 7% only. So total when it is coming, the female number of the female, it is less than male number. If we are taking any step, we can see that the male number is more than female number. Okay, next one, the percentage of the total population subdivided into male and female in each of these group according to age it is divided. And here we are having some pictures. What is the triangular looking diagram? This is the population pyramid. The next children, they are speaking, what is that? It shows the present number of male and female in the country along with their age group. Can I play detective and investigate the population of the country? Sure, let's study 3 countries. So they are going to discuss about 3 countries. Okay, the shape of the population pyramid tells the story of the people living in that particular country. So in the population pyramid, we are usually taking country by country or state by state. Okay, the number of the children below 15 years are shown at the bottom and reflect the level of birth. So the total number of birth rate here it is given the blue line, again sorry, purple line, and down of that line, first group, it is coming 0 to 15 years. It shows the number of birth rate. Then next one, and the size of the top number of the age above 65 reflects the number of death rate. Again we can see here another one line, it is above 65 years, that shows the lifetime, the average it is coming 60 to 65 years only. Then population pyramid also tells us how many dependents are there in a country. Means if you are looking here, how many means the children, they are up to 15 years, they are depending on the adult members, and those who are above 60, the senior citizens, also depending on adult member. So the working population age is coming 15 to 60 years. That time we are having less population when we are comparing with the kids, the small kids, as well as when we are joining with the senior citizen. So the total dependent members, how many, that also we can study from the pyramid. Then next one, then these dependent groups, it is coming age young up to 15 years, then the elderly above 65 years or 60 years, and those who are working are the age of the economic active, those who are this working age, that is those who are working very actively in economical life. They are working in somebody's under, or they are having their own firm. Okay, we'll continue in next video.